Hi fellow bombers, I'm Brian from Atomic-Moto and I'm here to do a review of the updated for 2016 GAERNE GX-1 boot. This is one of our favorite models in our line. And they made some really nice changes to it over the earlier version, which I have here for comparison. We'll give you the rundown on all of those. Let's get started. First, let me hit the basics of the GX1 for 2016. The first and most important thing that we want to talk about is we don't know how they do it, but they do it. GAERNE makes this boot in Italy. It is something that is really hard to find at this price point. The Italians just have a better way of building a boot, a better feel, better materials, better fit. All these things are somewhat intangible, but trust us, when you get boots that are made in Italy, they just feel a little bit better on your feet and out on the bike, and GAERNE does that with this model at this price point. This boot retails for $199 as of the filming of this video, and it comes in sizes 5, which is a 37, all the way up to size 14, which is a 49, so a big size spread there. Comes in two colors, black, white. Our favorite is, of course, black. The construction of the GX1 is pretty basic. It is the almost classic version of a motocross boot with 4 buckles. Let's start with talking about their buckles. GAERNE's buckles are a really nice, durable, and simple male-female pass-through design. They work very well whether they're dirty or clean. They're very easy to adjust, and they're very easy and inexpensive to replace. However, we don't believe that you'll need to do that because our experience has been they're really rugged. The second thing to talk about in the GX1 is the fact that it is a welt sole. Another thing that is also difficult to find at this price point. Welt soles are a more difficult, technical, and longer lasting, more rugged way of producing a boot, and the GX1 has a welt sole. This one is quite durable, quite rugged, and very long wearing, and of course it can be resoled. There's a lot of plastic protection around the exterior of the GX1. Of course it has a large plastic shin plate, has the typical large inside ankle plastic piece wrapping over the toe here, all the way up around the inside of the ankle, and of course forming the straps for the boots. Has also a nice plastic protector here on the back of the calf and a nice plastic heel counter. And then a small little reinforcement. Actually, these two pieces join. This is the buckle base on the outer side. Helps give a little bit of protection along the foot there. Nice thing about the plastic compound on this, it is a more expensive plastic, polyurethane instead of polyethylene or polypropylene. It's got a nice, soft, pliable feel to it that makes the boot very comfortable. Still gives good support, but makes the boot very comfortable and gives it good flex. And this is something that you typically don't find on this price point of boot. Kudos to GAERNE. There's a good amount of inside padding on the boot. Flipping it open, it starts just above the ankle, right in about this zone right here, and then runs down on both sides along the ankle to about this zone in the front. And that helps hold the ankle in place and gives it really good support. A very nice thing. Let me close this up here. The construction of the boot, the weight of the boot, pardon me, is about 3.8 pounds, which is pretty light for a motocross boot. That's on the lighter side. The other thing about the GX1 is the fit. We'll talk a little bit about the fit. Now, it's never good to generalize that different products within the same brand fit the same. There are always some variances, but I want to make a generalization about the fit of GAERNE. No other boot brand does as good a job as they do at making a boot fit and feel good. We feel that GAERNE really are the top rung of the ladder when it comes to fit. And the GX1 definitely follows along with that. It's got a nice slim fit through the ankle and in the heel area, and a nice wide fit in the forefoot. The toe box is not too tall, doesn't have a lot of extra volume. It's got a really nice shape to it, but there's plenty of width in the forefoot, and this boot just feels right when it's on. I can't emphasize that enough. That, along with the soft, pliable plastic, give it a really good flex. That's really the breakdown of the construction. Let's talk about how it's going to work out on the bike and how it compares to the 2014 version. All right, let's talk about how they compare to each other, the old version and the new version, and how they're going to work out on the motorcycle. Now, the first and most important thing is to turn these boots around here so that you can see the profile on the inner side, specifically this inside ankle plastic piece. I want you to note the old version is much, much larger. It's actually a harder plastic compound. This one is softer and it has much, much deeper cutouts in the ankle area. What this does is to greatly improve the flex of the boot. Let me show you how. The old one would sometimes have an issue. This is a boot we've had hanging around for a while. It would sometimes have an issue with the shape of this plastic so that when it bent, it would bow inward on the wearer. And you can see that just a little bit. It would kind of push inward a little bit and sometimes put some pressure on the ankle of some people. Not all, not most, just a few. But in any case, this was occasionally problematic. The rest of the boot was really great, but that one thing was the Achilles heel of the boot. Not any longer. The new GX1 has a softer compound to the inside plastic piece, and the cutouts on it are much, much larger and much, much more intelligently shaped. This just has a nice, uniform, easy flex to it, much, much better feel, and no pinch or bite, or my hand's stuck in there, no pinch or bite on the boot. The rest of the design of the boot is fairly similar, which is to say excellent. They are super rugged. The wearability, the durability of this boot is just one of the best that we have seen. We have customers that have had them for many years. It's been out for, this model's been out for several years. We've had customers spend a lot of time out on the trail and on the bike on them, and they just really, really hold up very well. The protective capabilities, characteristics of it are also quite good. It's got a lot of support. It's particularly good at this price point. The ankle area fits very, very nicely. The other thing about this boot that's really good is the walkability. It is fairly light, again 3.8 pounds for this size 11, which is a 46 here. That is on the lighter side of a motocross boot. And the soft plastic gives a nice easy flex. This is a great boot for people that are getting off the motorcycle and doing a little bit of walking but still require a bit of protection. Who is this boot for? Well, this is great for casual off-roaders, more serious off-roaders, great for dual sport guys, great for guys doing light adventure, people that are going off-road on bigger bikes and really shouldn't be wearing an adventure touring boot. Really just anybody that wants a motocross boot that is to the softer and more comfortable side. And then it has the additional characteristics of being very, very durable and having this great Italian fit and having a smoking price point. The GX1, a little bit of editorializing, GX1 has been one of our favorite models in the line because we find very few companies that really work hard to make a killer product at an entry-level price point, and they tend to cut corners on it. Not so much in this. This thing is really simple, but they've done a great job at nailing the basics, the fit, feel, and protection. They last, they fit, they feel great, they work great out on the bike, and we think you are going to like them. So that is a good part to wrap this up, a good point to wrap this up. That's our review of the 2016 GAERNE GX1, one of our favorite products and definitely bomber recommended. We hope that's been helpful for you. We are Atomic-Moto, www.atomic-moto.com, home of the bombers. We hope to see you out on the bike.